welcome to another episode of the Monkey Business Show. We have with us Topias, I think. Is that you behind that mustache?
That's me. I changed my identity. I'm a new man now.
Wow, man. I'm not sure if you can pull it off. What is your wife and your kids saying? They look at you like, huh? Is that you, daddy?
Yeah, I'm just like, why not? I'm just staying at home. I'm just trying it out,
Yeah, at
just
the end
having
of the
fun with
day,
it.
there is only like what 15,000 concurrent people watching you every single time you play. Yeah, it's a good time to pull it
Yeah,
off.
exactly.
Amazing.
I don't know.
Well, dude, how have you been enjoying the major and all that? Well, we don't know when this podcast is gonna come out, so we have to keep it a little bit more open. But let's say, yeah, maybe not talk about the major. So we have an adventure that we're gonna be having together. Right after the major, I am flying to Malaysia. My first time
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
So where are you gonna take me? What is the best place to go around?
Ah, dude, I don't even know. I think I have to ask my wife about that.
Uh huh.
I'm just staying here, home, streaming all day, playing Dota, watching Dota. Dude, I've been playing more Dota now than I probably ever played in like
Really?
my pro career.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm. Hmm. I saw
yeah,
some interview that you did where you said that the what is it called, the competitive bug was tak, 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 that you wanted to come back to play and all that. So you found the
yeah,
motivation that you felt that you were lacking at one point.
yeah. I think I found my like love for the game again, kind of.
Awesome.
Like, yeah, I'm having a good time playing and like figuring out my own stuff, and now watching this major, like it's getting me pretty like hyped up because like there's like a lot of like things that I feel like I'm missing out when I'm not there. Like I cannot show like I have this cool stuff that I've been playing
Yeah.
and all this stuff. So that's the things I'm missing for sure when I'm not part of the scene.
I think you have to time
Yeah.
your return when Lizardman makes it into the game. Just time it perfect, so you can just dominate everybody with Lizardman. Just
It
kill
got it,
everybody.
it got nerfed. It got nerfed pretty bad, and I haven't played it actually since the nerfs. And
Oh no, sorry, they killed your
yeah,
friend.
yeah, they did.
How is your Huskar, Topson? Is that one of your heroes now?
No, no, not my hero.
Not your hero, not yet.
Last time Husker was my hero was when the passive gave damage
Okay.
and armored toggle was very instant. That's when Husker was my hero.
Hmm.
After that, no, not anymore.
Not anymore. I
No.
mean, so how are you seeing the major? There's a lot of people really doing a lot of cool stuff. BCM is popping off. I think Boom from Gaming Gladiators, he's so fucking cool as well. But what are your favorite mid players to watch in the major?
Uh, I haven't like watched like mid players like that closely. It's more. I mean, yeah, I was watching a lot of the EG's games, and I was watching. I was mainly looking at games like that were like between different regions.
Okay.
Not so like if there's like a I don't know what games were there. Maybe like Gladiators versus was there other? Wait, I can't remember now. But anyway, if there's like a EU versus EU team, I'm not so much like interested in that, and more like if there's like a EU versus NA or EU versus C teams. Like I just wanted to see like how they match against each other and stuff. So that
Awesome.
that was like that's like the more interesting for me. Not so much like EU versus EU or C versus C or stuff like that.
So we were talking about that you haven't really been like differentiated by region, but what are the favorite heroes or your favorite playstyles that you're enjoying? Are you enjoying this cuddle blasting everybody? Is that a playstyle that you enjoy, or you see more like the uh, Storm Spirit every game in EG?
I was actually, yeah, I was interested in the storm thing. Like, I, I am like curious what people see in it, and I still haven't like, I haven't been convinced that the hero is not abusable, basically. Like
Okay.
I think you know, in my opinion, like I still haven't been convinced about that. So it's been very interesting to me just like, you know, see like what people see in it and why is it literally first picked and stuff like that. So I mean, I get it. It's a solid laner. He has doesn't need much farm and he just like 25 minutes comes, he's just zipping around with whatever BKB nulls and stuff. So in that sense, yeah, I see it, but I feel like it's like very basic. Like it's like, you know, decent, but it's like I feel like it's almost never like super game winning or stuff. So I
Mhm.
haven't been super convinced by that. And then I don't know. I hate Pakna with all my life. I'm so done with that hero. Like they literally made one of my favorite heroes with one single
Uh-huh.
change, and they ruined it for me completely. I hate it so much now.
Why? Talk to me. Tell me. Why did they ruin the hero for you?
I mean, the Netherworld. It's basically all about Netherworld now. The Netherworld is
Yes.
absolutely broken, and
Mm-hmm.
then the small balance patch came, and they nerfed the other spells instead of nerfing the Netherworld. They
Oh,
nerfed deck
okay.
rep and stuff, so I was like a bit pissed. Like, dude, do they not see it? The only reason it's being picked is because of the Netherworld. So just nerf that, nerf that spell instead of the other spells. So I
Can you
was,
play middle like with the Netherward, or is it more like a support when you have the Netherward?
I mean, you can still play
Like
it
shard
mid. Like
Netherward.
it's basically the same mid now. I mean, it's still better mid than it was before, but it's the Netherworld is the broken part about the hero. So people just play it as a
Mm-hmm.
support because he doesn't need items. He just needs Netherworld leveled and deck rep for saves and life drain for heals. That's it. So it
That's
makes
it.
more sense
That's
to
all you
play
have to
as
do.
a support. No.
So, what are your favorite heroes right now to play on the patch, or that you're watching people play? And I was like, okay, yeah, this hero is fucking cool.
My favorite heroes right now, I think I actually been loving Tiny a lot. Tiny mid
Hmm.
and then just pretty basic heroes like Void Spirit and uh, Earth Spirit a lot of Earth Spirit. And those are probably my three top heroes right now that I love playing. And they,
Do you think Earth Spirit middle is back, or just the
yeah,
Topias Earth Spirit is middle is back?
no, there's this Earth Spirit spammer in C that kind of inspired me. Maybe a month ago or so. Because there was a lot of like small changes to Earth Spirit, like how the roll works and the cast point of the spells, and
Mm-hmm.
so it was like I was a bit like I don't want to try this. Like there's like the ult has a cast point now, and the roll is a bit faster, so it's like you have to get used to it. It was felt really weird for the first couple of games, but when I got used to it, like it feels super strong and like super smooth to play. And now that the roll scales with strength, also it's just I don't know. The hero scales like crazy. I think is he's like the to me he's like the old Tiny a bit, but like much stronger team fighter, like TI9
Ooh.
Tiny that just keeps running around and killing everybody. That this hero can do the same, but he team fights better. Just a weaker laner. That's it.
How do you build it? Like you used to build it with us. I mean, you have several builds, with Earth Spirit. You had at one point, you have the one that you hit twice, and then you had
Saber.
also
Yeah.
the strength one. Then you had also the of course, the shotgun build from
Mm.
Topias. Or what is the build right now?
I just rushed Vessel literally. There's too many strength heroes and tanky heroes, so I'm just like I go to my lane, I rush bottle, then I buy maybe
Mm-hmm.
magic stick and Vessel, no boots, just Vessel rush.
No boots. Fuck
Yeah.
it.
I buy boots after Vestal, and then I just rush BKB. Like every hero just rushes BKB after that, right? Like
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
don't buy
Everybody
BKB
has.
first or second item in Dota right now, you you are making a mistake. You're stupid,
You disrespect yourself and your nation. You are made of stupid.
basically.
I remember, dude, a few years ago, BKB was like the lowest in item, and now is core in every single one of the cores. You have to buy it. You have to buy a BKB because
Yeah,
BKB
because
timing is what is gonna be the time fight.
because Dota is so much about the team fight now, and like everybody just makes this kind of you have to have a lineup with a lot of team fight, or if you don't, and the other team has, then you just it's super hard to play Dota. So
Yeah,
people have
I
figured
mean,
that
you
out.
saw us losing the 4 games. We got death ball over and over and over and over and over.
Mm,
The 16 to 25 minute death ball. Like
yeah.
you say, in a team fight, and if you cannot stop it, that's it. You cannot play Dota because you
Yep.
cannot win 5-on-5.
Yeah, it's really hard if you have a weaker team fight. It's really hard to play Dota.
So do you like where Dota is right now? This team fighting Dota?
I mean, I do. Like, I feel like I've given into it. Like, I've kind of accepted it.
Mm-hmm.
To me, like, I love this. Like, the first 20 minutes of Dota are always like super exciting to me. Like, how you take these early fights and like these fights before like any items basically, where it's just raw spell casting and maximizing literally every HPU and like when Dota gets later to the game, it's all about who gets a jump, press right away, press all your spells, and
Mm-hmm.
shit just blows up, you know? But early game, it's like you can really like push it to the limit. So that's the most fun part about Dota for sure for me.
So I'm gonna have a controversial opinion that I'm gonna share in this podcast for the first time. Dota, it's moving towards spell casting and fights like League of Legends. People are getting blown up right now. But funny enough, League of Legends is moving into team fights like Dota. They have massively nerfed blowing people up and burst because they want the team fights to be a little bit longer. But I know that some of the team fights right now are longer, but people are getting blown up in this patch. They're instant kill, bomb, and that's it. So I see what you're saying, and it's more like, are you ready in the perfect moment to jump and blow up all the spells, And if so, you can see people just dying immediately.
Yeah, I mean to be
Interesting.
fair, I feel like to me I feel like Dota has always been like when the game gets late. That's when no matter what, people will just blow up if they're out of position. And then late game Dota is just all about like the positioning and the vision game and who gets a jump. And it's more stressful than the early game skirmishes where you can see two guys and you might just be like, okay, I can maybe take this fight and see where it goes and stuff. Like things happen slower and you don't get bursted from 100 to 0 usually. So, but yeah, I feel like uh, to counter your point, I feel like Dota has like late game Dota has always been like that
Okay,
though.
it's always been like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I was watching yesterday. I don't remember what game it was, but there was like a CK, and it was late game, and they were literally blowing up the cores in like in 2 seconds. If they were able to catch the core without the team being there, without the BKB, it was the EG game or something like that. Yeah, people just blow up, pop,
Yeah,
and yeah, it's fun. It's in a fun place, Dora. I think this major, so far, has been very good to see for me the European teams. I wanted to see them doing well.
yeah,
Tundra finished first in the group, then OG finished second. Gaming Gladiators finished first on the other group, and well, right now they're playing the tiebreaks.
yeah.
So yeah, I want them to see how good these fucking teams are, because we have to see them all the time, and it's
Well,
annoying to have them.
it's still gonna be internet's gonna be full of people. Why does EU have 4 slots? Weakest region, blah blah blah, all this stuff. It's always the same.
Yeah.
But
But
yeah,
yeah, go ahead.
if I come back to the scene, like there's no way I'm playing anywhere else but Europe. I'm not gonna like wanna shoot myself in the leg and play on other region to be weaker. Like there's uh,
Topias, life changes, eh? So now you're coming back to Europe? You're gonna be relocating to Europe?
yep, I think so.
Hmm,
I think so.
I see. I see. Interesting.
Life
I
changes
thought that
fast.
you're done with Malaysia for a while, or you just want to go back to? Do you haven't seen your family also in a while? You've been 6 months there.
Yeah, I've been here for 7 months almost now.
Okay.
We're going back this summer to visit, and we'll see if I'm gonna stay longer. Let's see what happens and whatnot. But yeah, I made some like thinking and stuff now that I feel like I wanna come back to the scene at some point. Maybe after TI if there's no better opportunity. But uh, yeah, I definitely wanna stay in Europe. So I think the staying in Malaysia has to has to stop, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that we needed to say this, but I'm gonna say it either way. We love BCM. BCM is playing fantastic.
Yeah, I know.
Topson and I
Yeah.
have spoken about it, and it's never been like, oh, dude, when you want to come back, BCM, we will just drop him. No, but
No,
I
of
think
course.
that it was good to know that you want to feel back, that, like the world of Dota is better with you in it. So if you're
Yeah.
passionate about it, I think that's super fun.
No, of course. Like
Yeah.
I'm not expecting to have any slot ready for me anywhere, but it's like, just wanted to let everybody know that I want to come
Yeah.
back to the scene at some point when the
Have you
moment is
been
right.
watching the kid play?
Sorry?
Have you been watching him play?
Yeah,
BCM.
of course. Dude, like he's
It's
amazing,
very
and
fun.
yeah,
Yeah.
I like him a lot. He's seems like a chill dude, and he is really good at the game for sure.
He's very kind. I mean, obviously he's a very different person than you, but you both like these kind of like players are more quiet, and I'm obviously I know you much better than I know him, but he's a good dude. He's a good dude, and I think he takes a lot of pride on doing really well himself. It's
Yeah,
always like we're always generalizing, but it's always not for generalizing. But you can see mid players are different people that carry players, and they're different people than offlaners. They just
yeah,
are, my opinion. You just like different things. So when you're in mid lane, it's just like, okay, I have the one-on-one here. How do I stomp this guy? And then after that is their mentality is like, okay, now how do I disrupt the game? Where do I go that I can fuck more people over? Where do I go that
yeah,
I can disrupt the game more? And you were very good at that. And I think my favorite thing that I like so many of your game phases. But when you're doing the laning stages, I was watching you yesterday play. You were Void Spirit versus Pango, and you kill him twice in the first 5 minutes. And I saw it. I saw it that you knew that it was gonna happen, and you knew that you were gonna kill him, but you were not rushing him because you knew that the next time he was gonna get to the creep, you were gonna kill him. And I think that's the Topias that we all grew up watching, the domination. But I think that BCM has found, and very rightfully so, a way that he plays where he doesn't get compared to you all day. Because,
yeah,
dude, imagine just following you. Like, for me, you are,
yeah.
like I said it many times, like, you're probably the most creative player in the world, and you've been always my favorite player. So imagine being BCM 16. It's like,
No,
fuck,
of
I
course.
need to
Yeah.
follow this
No,
guy.
no, and like if I look at the team, like OG, how they're playing, like I know I couldn't fill the role that BZM is filling in the team right now. Like I know it would be very strange for me. Also, like players are different. Like he has his own style. He's very, I don't know. He kind of reminds me of Miracle a bit from the
Hmm.
earlier days. Very very skilled, very good at the laning, and just I don't know. He's just so good. Like watching his Invoker, like
It's
the
fun, huh?
confidence he has, like just going Exort, just rushing Midas, Travels, all this stuff, and then the way he casts his spells, like I don't know. Like when I play Exort Invoker and then I have all these items, I'm just struggling to do stuff in the fight, like hitting the spells,
Yeah.
like, and then he just casts them perfectly. It's just amazing to watch.
I think that he has a better exort than you, but you have a better Quaswex or more experienced Halfwex because you were very, very dangerous in Quaswex. You were.
Yeah,
There's so
yeah.
many fucking games. I remember this TI game where you were really suffering in lane, and then you started rotating with Tornado AMP, and you just fucked people up. That was it. You decided that the other people were not allowed to play Dota anymore. That was it.
Yeah,
You guys didn't let
some
me
games
play
are
for
like that.
5 minutes, and now you don't get to play for 20. It was fun.
Yeah, Invoker was, I don't know, Invoker was so much stronger than the
Yeah.
Vessel was so much stronger. I don't know, I think the hero was faster a bit. The Wex gave more move speed, I believe, and then Ghostwalk was so much better, and then he had so much better talents and stuff. So the hero was overall just kind of broken. So I had that going for me. That's my strat every time. I find the
The
broken
broken
stuff.
Lizardman.
Yeah, when
Lizardman again.
yeah, people are like sleeping or something, I'm like, this sounds broken. Why do people not play it? And then I make it broken before people like catch up.
So
That's my
how is
strat.
it possible that you played Dawnbreaker in TI and it looked like the most broken mid hero anybody have ever seen, and you were the only person that picked in mid the whole tournament? think somebody else picked it carry once, core carry.
Oh yeah, the Nightfall. He
PP,
was
right?
playing it
Yeah.
carry couple games at least.
Okay.
He was doing like a Radiance build, and I mean, I
So why
just
did you
got
make it so broken, dude? How did it look so broken in your hand in middle? And why we didn't play it first pick it every game?
well, if you would see it one or two more games, you would realize like, oh shit, this hero is actually not that good. Let's just
So
say
why
that
did it work that game?
the stars aligned, alright? Enemies picked bad heroes. I got lucky, kind of, with the small camps. I don't know. Things just went exactly the way I saw it in my head, like the perfect way that it can happen. I was like farming the wave, farming his camp, farming my camp. I had like 40 CS, 4 minutes in or something. I don't know. It was some crazy stuff. But yeah,
Matt,
probably
when
if
you
you
watch
see me,
these-
probably if you see me play another game, I'm gonna be like feeding, gonna have like 0 impact and stuff like that. So that's why we didn't play it. I didn't ask for it again.
But why did you ask for it in that specific game? You saw it because I don't remember what was. It was one of the last picks, or where was it in the draft?
It was like a Void Spirit mid and then Dusa carry. I don't know if I saw the Dusa. I saw the Void Spirit and then I saw some other heroes, but I think it was like mainly like a kind of like no stun physical damage lineup. So then I was like, perfect, give me Dawnbreaker. I'm gonna smash them.
And that's it. Fucking Topias. Out of nowhere, you know? Give me this hero that nobody has played a whole DI. And then you make it look like he was Superman or Superwoman in this case. It was insane. Dude, and it was why it's always Quincy Crew. It really feels like this comedic moment, you know? Like Quincy Crew did everything they needed to do that game, that series, to be great competitors. On game one, they had us. They had us.
Yeah.
And you decided that you were not gonna go home. You decided with your voice spirit that no, I'm actually gonna stay.
Topson, that is hero KDA, never loses in his sleep. Ho, 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 ho. Hey, Topson, getting first blood from the start, always gaining MMR. Ha, 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 ha.
And I remember one specific fight on the top of a map where you jump with your axe into the Winter Wyvern and Lion.
Was it Phoenix?
And
I
you-
think Phoenix and Lion. I think.
Oh, Phoenix and Lion. And
I
then
don't.
you
Yeah, I think it was Phoenix.
silence them, right? Because the
Yeah, I
that's
had
the
a.
point with the axe.
Yeah.
And turn the fight around. And you fuck both of them up. You solo kill Lion, solo kill Phoenix, and then keep running around. Dude, that game was... I mean, fuck. If that was one of your last games, you know, the highlights were there, you know? The Dawnbreaker and the Void Spirit to 2-0 Quincy Crew. It was a 2-0 or 2-1? It was...
It was 2-0. I think. Yeah, I think it was 2-0.
Yeah, it was the Void Spirit and the Dawnbreaker.
Yeah. There were some lowlights of TI too, you know, like TI as
a few
well.
of
So.
Which
Playing
one's
so-
your low light of the
Oh,
this year?
my lowlight of TI was. Wait, was it against Secret or?
We got 2-0 by Secret on the upper bracket, yeah.
And I was playing Hoodwink into Tinker lane, so that was probably Secret. That was definitely
you
my
were
low
not
light.
playing Hookin. You selected Hookin, but you couldn't play Hoodwink.
Yeah, I could not play it. I got completely
That
destroyed
sucks.
by the Tinker on lane, and the game just crumbled. Like, I don't know what happened exactly, but most of the games on the main event, it just felt like something just happened during the laning stage, and then the game was over. We just got like super outplayed and maybe outdrafted
Yeah.
also.
Do you think that the Hoodwink can play against Tinker in a normal one-on-one if things are normal or without like the Bane and all that? Or it's just a
No.
bad matchup?
It's a really bad matchup. I didn't know how bad it would be, and then, well, now I know.
This is the part that people don't get to see about Topias that I love. Well, I didn't know, so we're gonna try it on the middle of the stage. Okay, we're gonna try Hoodwin versus Tinker, and we're gonna try this Dawnbreaker. Sounds good, you know? Why not?
Yeah, you
this is
just
fun.
gotta like, I don't know, you just gotta go with it, I guess. Like, hope that it works, and you like just have to trust your judgment. Sometimes it just looks like super bad, but I don't know. That's how I like it. If I can make
So
it
I
work
want to
most of the
mention.
time, then the sometimes that it doesn't work, then I'll take it.
So one of the things that we always talk about, and I think that now that time has passed, maybe we can be a little bit more specific about it, because there was a lot of. You can tell me if you don't want to talk about this, okay? But during TI, I felt that you were getting exposed because your core players will not go in, or your carry players will not go in, or your support players will not go in. Like the whole thing with Topias is you need to know that Topias is going to go in every time. And one of the things that we loved about Anna is that Anna will go in every time. He didn't give a fuck. If he
No,
dies, he dies.
yeah, I think
He
it's
went in.
just I think it was just more simpler to play then. Like we just had like different level of trust on each other, and then I think Anna also makes the game more simple to play. He doesn't complicate things. He understands like kind of like when to hit the buildings, when to hit the rows. What does my team need from me? Like if Topias needs that I go in, then he does it without even like doing stuff. It's just I think he just understood better how we work as a team and what was needed from him in a way. So I guess that made it easier. But yeah, I don't really know what exactly is it that didn't work out with us and stuff. But I think it's just we just didn't sync as a team as well as our
Yeah.
previous roster. And it happens. Like it's hard to get the right people together, and winning TI is it's very hard.
Well, for you, seem easy. The first two, you know.
Well,
I
we
think
got the
I mentioned this. I mentioned this because in the new roster, these kids go in.
the
You have to go in because if you don't go in, Amar is alone every time. And if you don't go in, BCM is alone every time because they go in. They don't give a fuck. I don't know if you saw it. There was a game the other day that was very clowny. That Seb is pushing tier 2 by himself top or tier 3 by himself top.
It's playing
These
Jakira, right?
other- these three monkeys are diving the base on another lane, just killing people. It was like, okay,
Uh,
guys, I guess you learn from the other two, you know? It gave me a lot of like Topias and Anna vibes, just jumping around people for no fucking reason.
you join OG and suddenly it's just in your blood, like suddenly you just have this, you just must go in.
This urge.
Yeah. The caveman inside you just wakes up. Yeah, like we're the OG. We
Yep.
just fight.
Have you spoken to Anna lately? I spoke to him 2 days ago.
Oh, he was asking me about streaming actually and stuff. He was
Mm-hmm.
he was interested in maybe he's gonna stream. I don't know if I should talk about it, if he wants me to talk about it, but he was just asking me about it. Like he might do
Yeah,
some
for
streaming
me,
and stuff.
because I talked to him, like a few months ago, he was playing hardcore. He was really, really playing hardcore. Obviously, I'm not going to talk about him because he's not here, but, he was playing hardcore. And I think that at one point, he was like, maybe I can do this, maybe I could do this. And I think that
Mm.
maybe the opportunity that he wanted didn't present or something that was exciting for him. And the problem with Dota, well, I mean, you know this very well, is that if you don't find something that you enjoy about Dota,
Mm.
just grinding for the sake of it is not really that fun. So
Yeah.
yes, either you stream or you're on a team or like a month and a half later, he was like playing 10 pubs a day or something like that. He was
Yeah,
really
he
playing.
was. We were kind of like snipe queuing each other a lot of the time, and he was
Yeah.
playing all the time, and I was playing all the time. It was fun. I mean, I guess I can say this. Like he was asking me, and I was kind of talking with him. Like maybe we like make a team here, join some team.
Mm-hmm.
He was interested, but then I was like, yeah, as I said earlier, like I think competition is in EU, and like if I join a team, like it has to be 100% serious. And I know if I join some team here in C, it's gonna be me, Anna, plus some guys I'm really not like how to say this. I don't like if I look at these players, like I feel like it's harder for me to find a squad that works than if I play in Europe. So it was like, and it was like kind of last
feel like-
minute. So I was,
Yeah, I don't think Anna wants to live in Europe though. I mean, if he
Yeah.
wasn't, he didn't a few months ago. Who knows, where he's at right now.
yeah. And then I mean, yeah, I don't know. Anna is kind of like, yeah, he sometimes loses the motivation then, but I don't know. I just wish he
Yeah.
would. I wish he would find it. He's the
I know.
I don't know. He's the mastermind of Dota, so
I might see
mastermind
him in
of carry.
Australia. So right after going with you, I'm actually going to Australia, so I might try to see him there. I might try to get lunch or dinner with him.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I'm doing the Topias Anna tour. Yeah, dude, for me, it's exactly what you're saying. I mean, in a selfish way, I love Dota. So Dota is always more fun if Topias and Anna are playing, Like I like when they play for us. I like that a lot. But if not, just seeing you guys play will be fun. But I think that you're right. Culturally, maybe skill wise, SCA is there. They have fucking incredible players. But I think culturally, have you considered that maybe you are jaded to the fact that you play with Johan and Seb? Because they are very unique. You play with Johan and Seb, Anna and Jesse. I don't know if you could find a dynamic like that at all. And let me elaborate, because now that we have Johan and Seb in this team, you can feel the old team vibes that they haven't had all year. So Misha is an incredible mind, and they were playing incredible Dota. But there were some of these speeches that they were not getting before. And now they're getting them for the first time. So I'm listening to the screams, and it sounds like the Johan and Seb from the old roster,
Yeah.
So it's been interesting transformation.
Yeah. No, for sure. I wouldn't know, but for sure. I haven't had any other experience basically than I had. Obviously, I had some tier 3 teams before I joined OG, but it was like a huge transformation when I joined OG, and I know that they made me the player that I am. For sure, I was just like very eager to learn and like kind of put words into like the things that's happening in Dota without you even noticing that you're doing things. So you kind of like start understanding why you do this in the game, and you kind of like, I don't know, it just becomes kind of like more easier to play and easier to get better when you can always notice your own mistakes, and like you can notice that how to play faster and all that stuff, like all those concepts that they taught me, like everything, like yeah, I mean, I don't know, those two are like so good at Dota, like I don't know, like you cannot find anything
Who
like that
else-
anywhere else for sure.
Yeah, who else would you play with? If it was Johan and Seb did not existed, who else would you be playing with? Is there somebody that is like, okay, this guy, I think I can play with him?
I mean, I'm kind of interested with playing with Jesse again, but I know he's in the EG and stuff, but
You guys are killing me if you both go to EG. I will be so involved.
I told you I'm staying in Europe. Alright, that's my territory. I'm not going. You see what happens when you go to NA, okay? You drop out of the tournament right away. I just can't stop laughing when I see Amar play, actually. Like, it just goes against everything that I've thought about off lanes and stuff. And it's just so, I don't know. It's just, I just can't like take it. It's so funny. Like, this last game even, like he's playing Razor, he's having a rough game, right? Like his lane was rough and stuff. And then you think as an offlaner, what is an offlaner gonna do? He's gonna buy some, I don't know, he buys a hood or something so he can at least do something and fight. But then there's Amar. Then there's Amar who quick buys Midas as a offlane Razor. I just started laughing like, oh my god, this is so funny. And then he's just suddenly top net worth and then he's winning the game. Like I don't know what happened.
I have a few, a funny story is that the other day we were playing and BCM got stuck playing Sankin off lane. And he got dumpstered. And he was like, how the fuck do I end up with this fucking hero in off lane? I'm a mid player. Maybe I know how to play Sankin in the mid. Maybe. But Sankin in the off lane, I have no idea how this line works, you know? Why am I here?
Yep. Was Ammar playing some Huskar mid or something?
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, because VCM is like, again, all of the three, well, not three of them, two of them are very sacrificial. Two of them are willing to sacrifice for the third.
Yeah.
So it's, okay, Yuragi, are you getting the carry now? Okay, well, BCM, you're playing the Invoker. Now you get to carry. Well, the other guy is top network, farming camps and doing his thing. So I think that the other guys do not mind it to be sacrificial as long as they're playing their lanes.
Yeah.
But when they get stuck with Sankin off lane, they're like, come on, why am I here? You know?
Yeah, that
And
makes
now
sense.
the Enigma. The Enigma is like, now you have 4 people farming.
Oh, yeah.
There's no fucking creep in the whole map.
It's... I don't know. It's like, I mean, I like it when it works. It's really, really cool. Like, they're making super greedy lineups and... I don't know. It's cool. It's cool. It's very different from what other teams are doing. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you saw like the heat map from the Enigma Taiga? He was
Yeah.
a whole game on the
Yeah.
top lane.
Yeah.
It was like playing like a brood mother. You know, if you go away, he takes your tower.
Yeah. Nah, it's different. Like, there's so many... Like, Enigma changes the game for sure. Like, when you play Boss 4 Enigma, it's a different game. Right away.
And he's like getting blink, BKB. He's like so greedy. Such a fucking greedy Enigma. Eh? He's so greedy. He has all the items in the world.
Has this raid pack, blink, BGP, refresher.
It's true, the raid pack. Another broken shit.
No, raid pack. That item, I think, is so broken.
It's so broken. I mean, that's how people are getting blown up, you know? You put 30% more damage into people, and they blow up.
No. It reduces the damage output of the enemies 30%.
Oh, so it reduces them, not
Yeah,
you increase it.
No,
Ah,
yeah.
ah.
So I was like
Wanna
testing
get
some
shit
stuff,
on.
like, because I saw Liquid. Who were they playing? Anyways, they were playing TSM, and there was the Saberlight Brew. He rushed Urn into the raid pack, and then there was Mickey was playing Tiny, and then I was watching him jump in fight using his combo on support, and the support just doesn't care. He doesn't like not even close to dying. Like, that item is like something else. I don't know. Yeah, all these bursting heroes, like, if the enemy has raid back and they use it, you can't do anything before it dies. It's so much damage reduction. Yeah, it's pretty wild.
So would that affect a lot of Tiny? Because Tiny is all about blowing up people.
Mid Tiny a little bit, but not the way I play Tiny. I buy Axe.
Dude, I haven't seen a Topias Tiny in a long time middle, eh? Because
Yeah.
Tiny, right, I don't know if people are playing it that way right now. Mid.
Yeah, there's been a couple Tinies mid, and they basically do like I've seen the brown boots into Blink into Saber, and then they also buy the Shard at some point. Like, they're kind of like trying to become the right clicker, which I think is just I don't like it at all. Like, I like I don't know, DI9 flashbacks. The Tiny Aghanims is so strong.
remember.
I think it's so strong right now,
Yeah.
and people are not. People are just sleeping on it.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I remember also Jesse playing Tiny. That was a very fun Tiny. So fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesse had a fun Tiny. But dude, Taiga is playing amazing, eh? Look, it's always hard because we cannot compare the best team in history, you know, with any team. It would not be fair to them. But I feel a lot of pride. I feel very, very happy when I see this team play.
Yeah.
Taiga, I knew how good he was, and I think he's playing amazing. He has some heroes, like his Nyx is fucking awesome. He's so good with Nyx.
Yeah.
And
I think
he
they're
plays
all
very
just...
different than Martin, eh?
Yeah, no, of course.
I think he plays more aggressive than Martin, eh? He plays much more aggressive than Martin. I think he's willing to go in and die. It doesn't matter. The other day he went 0-17 and we won the game. Or 0-13.
What was he
With his
playing?
Nyx.
Oh, Nyx.
Nyx.
Okay. Okay.
But we saw the whole fucking map with him, you know? Everything. We saw everything. and he was just getting killed. But by the time he was getting killed, Amar was farming for 35 minutes. He shows up,
Yeah.
ready to win the game.
Oh, it's nice to have cores that, like when you play these sacrificial heroes, like if it doesn't feel bad when when you have trust in your cores that they're gonna be there at the end of the game. Like
Yeah.
you died for them, you died for a good cause.
There is a lot of really cool combos that I saw the kids make, and it's very fun. And they have a lot of really fun synergies. They were playing the other day a game. We were playing Ember, and Amar was playing something else, and I think he was playing Mars. And BCM said, "I think he's in the trees." I think he's in the trees was enough for both of these guys just to fucking jump immediately. Jump into the fog and immediately into the Mars ulti, and they catch everybody. That's it. We didn't have any vision. We didn't have anything, but they were both ready to commit.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of players, they get scared. Okay, what if I just go in an arena and I look like an idiot? This kid
Yeah.
don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, I have another arena in 45 seconds,
Yeah.
And they just jump, both of them. And I think that you guys were doing the same thing with Anna.
Yeah,
There was a lot of
mean,
plays that
there's
you and Anna were
like
doing.
when you have that like kind of mindset and like you're feeling it and you're just like I don't know, there's like there's chances you take in Dota always and like the reads you have like like exactly like I think they're there on the high ground waiting or whatever. And if you are like in that state that you're like you're feeling it and stuff, you always go for it. You just try. Like you never think like if they're not there, then what? Like nothing happens, right? Like it's whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But if they're there, then you get a huge reward. So it's really cool when young players in a LAN. I mean, they're not in the main stage yet, so it's gonna be exciting.
Yeah.
That's gonna be their first in like with an audience, right?
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever. Yeah, well, they have they didn't have Dubai audience. But dude, it's going to be the first time that Seb plays in an audience since TI9 finals.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
We never played an audience last year, or the year
Yeah.
before, the year before, the year before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be fun.
So what I'm going to do with Seb, dude, with this guy? You think he's going to finish the tournament, just sit down back in his house and go back into retirement? I don't think so. I don't think so.
What is he gonna do?
He's going to have the itches when he gets home.
Yeah.
He's going to be all itchy.
He's gonna play 20 pubs the next day, and the next one.
I am already waiting for the call of saying, okay, so we're gonna have to have two OGs.
Yeah.
Okay, I knew this was coming. I just wasn't sure when he was gonna come, but yeah, like I feel that for next year, maybe we have two OGs at this point. And the
Yeah.
only thing will happen is that at the end of the year, only one can go to TI. But I mean, that is in a way rich people problem. If I have two teams that are ready to go to TI, sure, I think we can do that. We
Yeah.
can figure out a solution.
Yeah.
We just have to get okay. So Jesse is played. We just have to liberate him from EG and move into Europe. Seb cannot leave this game. He can't. As much as he's trying, he can't.
He's not gonna stop until Valve just shut down the servers, and then he's gonna have like an old version of Dota that he's gonna save on his PC and play it until he's 80 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then Anna, it's like, can we get Anna to Europe? Remember when Anna was last year? I really think that the problem with Anna was the allergies as well fuck him up.
Yeah.
Because he was extremely allergic, so he never really enjoyed being in Lisbon.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Johan was with allergies the last 2 weeks, and he's been super sick because he couldn't breathe, he couldn't sleep. So I think that there is a world where if Anna doesn't have to be in a place where he has allergies, that we could bring him back to Europe. I just don't think that he liked that whole vibe that we had in the house.
Yeah.
don't know if- I don't
No,
think
we
that's
had
okay.
a bad vibe first of all going into it, and then Anna was already a bit like on the fence, like he didn't
Yeah.
wasn't sure about it anyway. So then coming to that vibe probably just made it even worse.
Yeah. So I think that there's another different setup that we could do, where we have apartments into a gaming house or something, so everybody has their independence, so we don't have to do that. And I know it's not exactly like the green thing, but remember when we did the bootcamp for TI for the for the close qualifiers for TI, the Adina Hotel. Oh shit, I just said the hotel. Well, the hotel, Adina Hotel. I think we put it on one of the posts. The Adina Hotel in Copenhagen.
Yeah.
Is that a better setup? But that is not a setup that you can be there for 3 months, you know?
Yeah, no. It's
So you will have to find something different.
it's good for like less than 2 weeks, I think, and then after that it
Okay.
can become a bit like exhausting, I would say.
So the only person that we will have to convince is Johan, eh? Johan, I think, is the hardest.
How is
person to
Johan? He
convince.
doesn't have that. He's not feeling the Dota yet.
Johan. Okay, so Johan loves Dota. Super passionate about Dota. Just not passionate about playing Dota.
Yeah.
I don't think he wants to play Dota.
Yeah.
So when he did the casting in Dubai, he loved it. He loved it. I thought he really found something that he was going to enjoy. And it's a little bit more like he's around people, he's around community, everybody loves Dota in that group. He got to talk Dota, he needs to be in the panel. He really likes it. And I think now as a coach, standing up coach in the major, I think he's enjoying it. But we have to figure out a way of how do we add to the project without destroying the project? Because we have Misha, we have Chu, we have Sep, and we have Johan. Thinking about the game in a 3-dimensional way. Because the way that we play right now is a little bit 2-dimensional at times. But if they're so good at playing that game 2-dimensional, then it's like, okay, well, come and stop me,
Yeah.
Come and stop me. If you think that you're that good, then come and stop me. But we always play, like Amar farming, and then one of the other sacrificials, and then we have like a few things that are core elements of this. And Johan was trying to switch things up. Like, hey, I think that you guys can play that way. But the guys were not really seeing it. So when we play the NP carry, didn't work. Because you have to play in a very unique way to make that hero work. And it's always the flex, Johan, we've been flexing the same fucking NP for 3 years. We pick up NP early because it can go off lane. Sep is an incredible NP off lane.
Yeah.
It can go core and it can go 5. Okay, yeah, but Amar doesn't play NP. And Yuragi didn't give a fuck about that hero, Yuragi wants bottoms. He wants to press buttons. I don't think he wanted to do a sprout into right-clicking as his buttons.
Yeah, I mean, I that's how Dota is. Like, you can have no matter how smart you are, then like it doesn't really matter that much. Like when it comes down, like because it's all about just getting the 5 guys to see the same picture, basically. Like no matter like if there's a kind of like like basic picture, whatever that everybody sees, it's so much better than the other one that maybe is like a bit more difficult to
100%.
understand and stuff like that. So it's definitely, of course, in the long run, it can be figured out by other teams, of course, but it's still, it's the saying, you train one punch for 1,000 times. It's much scarier than whatever.
Yep.
Wait, what is the saying? I'm stupid. I don't
So
know
that's
the
why I'm
saying.
curious.
But yeah.
But I'm curious. Like, yes, the saying is, I am scared about the person that has trained how to do one kick 1,000 times more than a person that has learned how to do 10,000 kicks one time.
Yeah. That's what I tried to say.
Yes, I know, I got you, buddy. Like the person that has done one
Yeah.
punch or one kick 10,000 times, he knows how to do that punch or that kick.
Yeah.
So I think that now that Johan and Seb have seen this, I have a feeling that after the major, they're going to try to be more involved, to try to expand these concepts, But again, I have no idea. I've only talked to Seb. With Seb, I try to trade messages every day after the games.
Okay.
Seb is the emotional element, and he gives so much energy and so much love and so much support to everybody, that sometimes he just needs somebody to love him as well, It's like, hey, dude, I love you. Now you go and love them,
That's nice.
And yeah, dude, so you're ready to come back? Like, would you play tomorrow if a team was ready? Or any team was ready? or it's more like I am starting to get my nails sharpened, you know, for a few months from now?
I mean, I've been sharpening my nails for the last 6 months now, I think. And at some point, I felt like, I think it was like 2, 3 months ago, suddenly I felt like, I mean, I started winning more and I don't know, just started feeling better about my own game and more confident again. Like I was really like, before that I felt like, you know, I'm just tier below these mid players and all I have is just like some experience and like I understand a couple things and that kind of stuff, but my mechanical side was kind of lacking and stuff like that. But now I feel like, you know, I got my confidence back and I feel like, you know, I feel good about my game basically. I've been like itching for a while, and now that the major started, I'm like I can't like I'm like
So what is
shit.
gonna happen to you if you're not playing during TI? You're gonna be climbing the walls of your house.
Yeah, probably. I'm gonna be climbing some walls.
Why do you always have to do this, eh? You and Anna and Johan. It's a schedule doesn't work for you guys, eh? You need TI to finish, and you need 6 months of just finding life and finding Dota, and it makes sense, you know. And then you're ready to come back. But the moment
Yeah.
this year, dude, is like we didn't even have 2 weeks, you know, because
Yeah.
I remember the night that TI finished, we had the talk. And then we decided the next day that Misha was gonna be the person, and then I flew back to Spain, and I was trying to take 1 week at the beach. Just I went to a small village, just to try to figure out if I could just find peace and warmth, because Romania was fucking cold
Yeah.
and wet. I was like, I want warmth, and I spent the whole day on the phone, the whole day. We didn't even have an off season. Misha didn't have an off season because. You know, at the beginning, nobody wanted to play with Misha. And then every conversation that we went with, it was like, wait, Topias and Johan and Seb are not playing? I'm like, obviously, you're a carry player and I'm talking to you. So, like, you know, it's been like that. And then we found Taiga. Taiga believed on the project, you know. He was the one that believed first. Then Amar, BCM, and BCM, and later when Juragi. So... And by the time we had the team together, they had to start practicing immediately because the season was starting in a week and a half, 2 weeks, you know?
Yeah.
And they've never played together.
Yeah.
And the first game was Secret. I don't know if you remember. It was the 2-0 to Secret.
Oh yeah, I
Like, just
remember.
to
I
start.
watched it. Yeah. Yeah.
So there was no off-season, and Secret had the same problem, you know? Secret had Someo and Ice, and they had to immediately get into playing and to bootcamp and everything. Somel was going home, and then he had to come back immediately to Europe. There was just no off-season. The off-season sucked this year. There was no off-season.
No, I mean for myself, I don't know. I think I just needed to like take a step back and actually like kind of go through the years, the 2018, 19, and 20 and 21. Like, I just needed to like look at it from a little bit further away because I never had the chance to like kind of stop and just like
Yeah.
let it sink in, like what happened all these years, and like so I kind of like didn't learn to appreciate what I had, and like was kind of like just you know, kind of mindlessly going through the days and just playing Dota, and I was super burned out for sure, and I don't know, just kind of like now having that time off and really letting myself to like look at these years and like what do I actually want to do and stuff, and yeah, it kind of made me realize like I do still want to play Dota for a while at least, and
Okay.
yeah.
Well, that's good news for you and very bad news for everybody that plays against you. Yeah?
I hope so. Yeah.
Oh man! So yeah, when I got a phone call again, not sure how much of this I want to be in the podcast, but I got a phone call from Mark this week and said, "I just want you to know that Topias is ready. He wants to play. He understands that you're not gonna kick VCM, just he wants to play. But I want you to know, okay, keep it in your mind."
Yeah, I mean, I
TI.
was kind of like, I don't think you should tell him. Like, I didn't want you to, I didn't want him to say anything because it comes off like, I
I
don't know.
knew it, Topias. I knew it. I read your interviews. I see you playing, and you told me, "I'm feeling myself." That was your message, that you message me on Discord, I feel in myself and I feel that I'm good again. Dude, I know you. I mean, we live together. That was enough. That is enough for Topias saying, I'm fucking ready. Let's go, you know? But yeah. So
I
he was
just
like, I know that you're not going to keep BCM, but just keep him in mind if something happens. And after TI, let's have a real conversation. And I said, absolutely, you know?
yeah. Sounds good.
Do you want to play other positions? Do you want to play 5?
Oh, hell no. I actually, like, when I came here to Malaysia, I was a bit playing, like, off lane and a bit, like, 4 and stuff. Like, I wasn't, just kind of, like, trying around. And then I just realized, like, after playing, like, 1 or 2 games off lane, and then I go into the next one, I just automatically, like, mark the mid lane without even realizing. And then I'm just like, all right, I forgot again. I'm not supposed to play mid right now. I wanted to play something else. And then I played like a couple other games, and then I realized, like, dude, I just want to play some mid heroes right now. I want to play mid. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
all right, I'm never gonna change my role. That's for sure.
I was going to say, offlane got much more fun when Amar plays it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want to play the offlane that Amar plays. That one. I want to play the Midas, AC, Blinks.
I would just be super stressed out. I would be so stressed out if I played that way, because I feel like I would be like, oh shit, I need to do something. I need to help my team somewhere. I need to, like, I don't know. I would be so, like, anxious playing that way. So,
Yeah. I mean, you at the end of the day, you have to understand that you're gonna have to win the game. You know, it's gonna be your job to win the game.
Yep. He's really I really admire him. Like, he's really really cool. He's completely different from the other offense, like, for sure. And props to OG, like, you guys, or we.
I don't know if it's prop to us.
Everybody.
I think he's the one bringing that and forcing that. I
Yeah,
think it's him. I think he brought it up.
Yeah, and the 4 others, like, you know, they are enabling it, and it's amazing.
I think that, I mean, I've talked about this in other podcasts. It is commendable. Somebody like Juragi, that is normally the one that gets sacrificed, and still, you know, join the game and say, okay, this is what I need to do. This is how I'm gonna have impact. You know, I know he's gonna be the one taking the spotlight sometimes. You know, but Juragi puts incredible stats. He plays super clean. You know, super clean, and he's constantly getting fucked in bad lanes. You know, it's constantly. Because, dude, during TI, I don't know if you saw it, but you were the one getting fucked in lane over and over and over and over and over and over. We had so many moments last year where Topias was like, okay, so even remember doing TI9 on TI8, like Somnos, you never picked a hero over Somnos. He picked over you every single game,
No,
the whole time.
I watched some of those TI8 games, and I just look back and I'm like, how did I even, like, survive mentally, like, all this, like, beatdown? Like, I actually feel like if I would go through that right now, like, in games, I would just, like, I don't know if I can take it, you know. It's like, I was getting stomped so many games, like, almost every game, and then there's, like, usually getting counter picked, and then there's, like, some ES4 ganking me, plus I'm not as good laner as the other guy, and then he has, like, some hero that I actually cannot lane against. Oh man, those games were rough, man.
I remember because we actually even, I don't know if you saw it, but Johan and Seb did like a watch party of TI8, True Side, and they're both talking about that. Dude, there was a line that I was like, the way that they think they're gonna win is by always giving Somnos the perfect game.
Yeah.
But we are not gonna let them win that way.
Yeah.
But you're getting fucked every time. Every time. I remember, like, they were horrible matchups. Horrible matchups. The Ember into the Conca. Like, you couldn't play. You couldn't play.
Then I played some Invoker, the Bloodseeker. He was literally denying every single creep, and oh man, I was having rough games. Yeah.
And you can see it in your camera. You're like, fuck, you know. But it was like he never broke you. Well, like he nearly broke you. There is some moment you're like, oh shit, you know.
It's props to my teammates, you know, Sep and
Yeah.
I guess Jesse and Johan. They all of them were like very calming, and you know, you can trust them. You know, when they say "Okay, it's all good, you're like, okay, it's all good. We keep playing.
I think that was Anna for you as well, you know? Like you knew that even though you were getting fucked, you knew that Anna was getting a good game. So you were
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay, I hope this guy can win the game later because I'm useless for the next 15
Yep.
minutes, you know?
Yep. Yep.
But you found ways to coming back into the game every time, eh? Yeah, you found a way. Like that Invoker game that you're mentioning, yeah, you were falling behind, but then you found a little bit more, you know, space between 15 and 25, and you were back there, you know, in the top 4 of net worth.
Yeah, I
became
mean,
useful again.
it was that was the Sep X game, and he was just making some space. I could literally just AFK hit jungle creeps and press Sunstrike. It's a good game.
Yeah. Did you saw Yuragi playing? Sorry, like the BCM playing Invoker yesterday with the Exor, the one that you mentioned with the Midas. It was a great combo, fun combo. You know, the Mars into the Sunstrike, and
Yeah.
they have a few other setup. The Enigma into Sunstrike. So it's funny. Any of the heroes could Sunstrike you from any place. You know, sorry,
Yeah.
any of the heroes could set up a Sunstrike. Super
Yeah.
fun and very very interesting idea. Eh? Because then before it was like, okay, well the carry has the stop, and then the Sunstrike. But if any of the 4 other players can stun you into Sunstrike, oof, then it becomes super dangerous.
Yep. A lot of burst.
A lot of burst, huh? And I think, you think Exor Invoker is, because people don't play that much, it's getting a little bit of a bump? Because it looked very strong. And Cataclysm right now with Enigma is obviously stupid, you know? It's stupid. What a stupid combo.
It's definitely been buffed a little bit while they've been nerfing the Guas specs. But it's like people are still. I mean, before like TI8, people were all playing like Exord, and then it took them like 2 years almost for everybody to switch into Guas specs because it was way superior. And now I think it's kind of like leaning towards like being kind of even and stuff. Like there's games for both, but I think some games people are still going Guas specs and they should be going Exord. But yeah, it's definitely like a very, very different way of playing the hero because you are literally just sitting mid, and then you're the guy who needs babysitting instead of Quasvex is the guy who runs around like babysitting the others. But yeah, it pays off some games really well, and then some lanes it's like really strong also when you are Exort because some melee heroes, for example, cannot last hit, and it's more dangerous for sure.
Do you think, the last question for you, do you think there's still, because I remember one of the things that I always like about you is you could play melee heroes mid. You played all of them. Are there any viable melee heroes mid right now besides Kunkka?
Yeah, there's a lot.
The Voids, you know, the Void Spirit?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot, right? There's the Void Spirit, there's Tangleer is very popular, Nine loves that, and Ember is kind of popular also. What else is there? I mean, Tiny, sometimes people play Tiny mid. And I think Earth Spirit is pretty nasty.
Okay, can you play tomorrow on the stream? Just ping me. I want to see you play in Earth Spirit. It's late. It's very late for you right now, right?
Yeah.
It's 2 a.m.
What is it? 1 a.m.
1 a.m. Yeah, ping me tomorrow and we'll do that. But yeah, dude, Topias, I see you great, dude. You sound and feel full of energy, dude. After TI, I feel that everybody was just dead inside. Johan had no light on his eyes. You had no light on his eyes. Everybody was like, fuck this shit, you know? We need a break. But now, look at you, you know? You're radiant.
Yeah, I feel future is bright. That's what I feel now. After TI10, I felt like I need to find some future. Like, I don't see it right now. And now I can see it again. So, that's nice.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So, Malaysia. So it's my birthday. I'm going to see you on my birthday on the 28th. So we were supposed to fly out on the 27th night or 28th, but I decided to stay one more day with Tom for my birthday. So we'll have to find a cool restaurant or something cool to do there, and we can all go together on the 28th.
Right. Nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be my first time in Malaysia. I'm super excited. I'm gonna be wearing the OG jersey everywhere to see how many times people stop me. That's gonna be
all the time. If you go outside.
all the time.
All the time.
Dude. Because when I go with Johan in LA, I mean, we get recognized maybe once every day once every 2 days. In
Yeah.
Lisbon, no one ever
Yeah.
ever has said anything to us. So
Here,
you think
if
in
you
Malaysia,
go-
if you go, you and me on the street, you will get stopped?
On the streets, just depends. If you go like malls and stuff, for sure, yeah, you're gonna get stopped.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Did you know like I have a massive syndrome or complex syndrome because I've been a COVID CEO. I've never gone to an event with you guys, with audience. This is the first time I'm flying on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So I've never had a fan saying, hey, I'm fan of OG. I've never seen them. Because when I joined OG, it was already in COVID.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I know you guys are famous. You know, I know you guys are big deals. I just never seen it.
I don't feel that. Maybe here a little bit actually. Yeah, it does feel like it.
Uh-huh.
Like you're a bit famous. Like you go out
That's
to eat in a
amazing.
restaurant and stuff. You almost always you get some people asking pictures like, "Hey, Topson, is that you?" Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, oh my god, are you Jay from the Monkey Business Show? Can I take a photo with you?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
amazing. How is to wrap things up? How are Mawara and Rina? All good?
Well,
The
good
wife and
with
the
them. Yeah, they're healthy. Everything is fine. Yeah, nothing too exciting, I guess. Rina is growing, almost 2 years old soon. Says
awesome, dude.
talk some words and stuff, but doesn't really speak properly yet. But she's
Maybe
very
she's
active.
speaking Finnish.
Yeah,
That's how it sounds. Blah, blah, blah,
she-
blah, 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 blah.
she actually speaks like English words, so I'm like kind of like, oh shit,
Okay.
I failed. I failed my job. Like I need to teach her Finnish more. So
Yeah.
she can speak Finnish with me.
Obviously, I haven't met either Rina or Mawar, so I will meet all of you
Oh,
guys when
yeah.
we go there. So
It's exciting.
it's super exciting. Topias, thank you so much for staying so late for me to help me do this podcast. Love seeing you like this, full of energy. I've been watching your stream. I go to bed every day with you. I know it sounds weird, but you and I go to bed together every night. I
Oh,
put my
that's
laptop
nice.
next to the bed, and I hear your soothing voice. You know?
While I'm raging at the games and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yes. That's how I go to bed every day. So when your games are better, my sleep is more peaceful.
I'll try
When the games are
to
not
keep that
good.
in mind.
Yeah. Dude, enjoy the rest of the major, and I'll see you on the 24th. I think I will make it there because I'm leaving on the 23rd, Monday. So we will there arrive on the 24th. So
Oh, okay. Nice.
I don't know if we're gonna meet with you until. I mean, we can have dinner if you want, but I think we're filming the 25th and 26th,
Okay.
somewhere there.
Cool.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for listening to this episode. Thank you, Topias, again, and
Thank you for having me.
bye.